Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Blooming Tales. As you all saw in the previous vlog, how we traveled all the way from Hyderabad to Madurai, then from Madurai to Kanyakumari, and how we spent our first beautiful day there, exploring through the streets of Kanyakumari, doing a bit of shopping, and ending the day by having fun at the beach. If you haven't watched it yet, please do check out the previous vlog. And coming to today's vlog, it's all about the rest of our journey, how the next couple of days unfolded, the places we explored, and all those little moments that made the trip unforgettable. So, without any further delay, let's get into the video. So day 2 began early. We woke up around 5:30 in the morning, quickly got ready and headed straight to the beach to catch that perfect sunrise. Because the previous evening sunset hadn't really shown up, clouds had taken over, turning the whole sky golden instead. So we thought, why not we check on the sunrise? So by 5:45 we reached the beach, and as you can see in the video, it was completely flooded with people around, and everybody are waiting with the cameras, sleepy eyes glued to the horizon. But once again, the clouds rolled in. No grand sunrise, just a soft golden glow slowly spreading across the sea. So, still, that moment felt very magical. Later, we drenched ourselves in the water once again, laughing, splashing, doing absolutely nothing, just soaking in the peace, the sound of the waves, the early morning calm. We stayed there for more than an hour, completely lost in the moment, and then returned to our hotel dripping, tired, but so content. After a quick shower and fresh clothes, it was time to begin the real story, our visit to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial and the Tiruvallur statue. So as you can see in the video, we were stuck in this really long queue for the entry tickets to visit the Vivekananda Rock Memorial and the Tiruvallur statue. And here's one suggestion I would love to give anyone planning a trip to Kanyakumari. Just take the 300 rupees ticket instead of the 100 rupee one. We unfortunately went for the 100 rupee ticket, thinking the queue was short and we would be done maybe in an hour or so. But trust me, that was the biggest mistake. We ended up spending almost 3 hours in that line, doing nothing but waiting and hoping that maybe it will end after this stretch. But no, every time we thought it was the end, another section of the queue would begin, and even after getting the entry tickets, there were more separate queues just to board the ferry. And with that humid weather, we were already half tired even before reaching the rock. And one of my friend literally took a short nap while standing there, and another one started narrating a TV serial story to kill the time. Somehow we tried keep ourselves entertained and make the most of it. But honestly, if you don't want to waste your time in those endless lines, please take the 300 rupees ticket. It will save you a lot of waiting and a lot of energy. Finally, after standing in that never-ending queue for almost 3 hours, we got on the ferry and reached the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. But guess what? As soon as we reached, we had to take another entry ticket again, this time for 30 rupees I guess for the darshan. And inside there were quite few places to explore, like Swami Vivekananda's library, the memorial hall, and a peaceful meditation area, and spotting the compass, the sunrise calendar, and even the glass bridge. So you can watch all the clips here. From the Rock Memorial, there's a glass bridge that connects to the Tiruvallur statue. And that glass bridge, which we were so excited about, we thought it would be a complete glass walkway, but it turned out to be just a small portion. So yeah, we were little disappointed there. And coming to the statue, which stands tall at around 135 feet, and it's completely made of granite and symbolizes the essence of human values. Standing there, surrounded by the sea on all the sides, was truly a sight to remember. And after visiting the statue and exploring everything around, we headed back to the return queue, which thankfully was much shorter compared to the one in the morning. And seeing all of this barely took us an hour or maybe even less. Honestly, after waiting for 3 long hours in that queue, it didn't really feel worth it. So we were little disappointed there, and by around 1:30 in the afternoon, we wrapped up and headed towards the Kumari Amman temple, which is a Shakti Peetam. And guess what? The temple was closed. We didn't check the timings earlier, and it reopens only after 3 or 4 in the evening, I guess. And by then we didn't have that much time left because we had already spent nearly 4 hours there, and since we had to travel back to Rameswaram, which was again a 5 to 6 hours journey, so we couldn't afford to wait there. So we just went up to the entrance of the temple, took some kumkum and started our journey back. And that marked the end of our Kanyakumari chapter, which is a mix of early morning cavos, beach vibes, shopping, long queues, and unforgettable memories, of course. On our way to Rameswaram, we crossed the iconic Pamban Bridge, so we halted for a bit to watch its stunning night view before finally heading to our hotel Vishaka in Rameswaram. So we reached our hotel around 10 o'clock in the night, very much tired but happy with all the memories we made, and we were super excited for the day 3. Day 3 started early again, around 5 to 5:30 in the morning. We woke up, took a head bath, got ready and went straight to the Agni Tirtham to take the holy dip before visiting the temple. After that, we continued with the 22 holy dips inside the temple, and only later we realized something interesting, which is most of the people actually come directly to Agni Tirtham and then to the 22 holy wells right after brushing without taking a bath beforehand like we did. We also found out that the 22 holy wells are located inside the temple's southern gate, which is specifically meant for that ritual, while the main Rameswaram temple entrance is from the east gate. So it's totally fine to visit temple directly after the Agni Tirtham dip. You don't necessarily have to go back to your room in between. It's just that there is a rule that you shouldn't enter the main Rameswaram temple with the wet clothes. So make sure you go back to your rooms, get freshened up and then get into the main temple. And here's one small suggestion for anyone planning to visit Rameswaram. If you want to have Spatikalingam Darshan, also known as Mani Darshan, make sure to book special darshan slot at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's the only time it happens for an hour. And since the 22 holy dips start around 5:30 in the morning, you won't be able to do both on the same day. So it's better to finish the Agni Tirtham and 22 dips in the previous evening and go for the Mani Darshan early the next morning. Another small piece of information I want to share here is that the entry ticket for the 22 holy wells is just 25 rupees, but right before the entrance of the temple you will find people standing with buckets offering to pour the sacred well water on you for about 250 rupees per person. They say it will be done in less than half an hour, so depending on the crowd you can choose whichever option works best for you. And also, each of the 22 wells has its own significance, especially the last one, which is known as Kodi Tirtham. It is believed to be a place where Lord Krishna took a dip after killing his uncle Kamsa to wash away his sin. It felt fascinating to learn about all these mythological stories connected to Rameswaram, and of course, the architecture inside the Rameswaram temple was absolutely stunning. The long corridors, beautifully carved pillars. It was truly mesmerizing, I would say. After completing the 22 holy dips, we went back to our room, got ready, had breakfast, and by around 11:30 in the morning, we started our journey to Dhanushkodi. And this place again had its own kind of magic waiting for us. And our very first stop was the Kodandarama temple. This temple marks the sacred spot where Vibhishana, the younger brother of Ravana, surrendered to Lord Rama, and it's a place that symbolizes surrender, forgiveness, and the victory of Dharma. From there, we halted at different viewpoints. Each one of them was so eye-catching, so breathtaking. And then we headed towards the Dhanushkodi end point, the one with the emblem. And this place was super crowded, so we didn't stay long there, but instead we spent most of our time in between those calm viewpoints where the breeze hits differently. And the most fascinating thing on that road was how on one side the sea was wild with the roaring waves, and on the other it was completely calm and still. Standing there between those two extremes, it honestly felt unreal. We got completely tanned, soaked in the water, laughed endlessly, and even climbed up to the view tower, and the view from up there was just lit. Until around 4 in the evening, we were just there, no phones, no pictures, just us, the sea, and that beautiful silence. We didn't really get one perfect picture from this entire trip, but the memories, the laughter, the peace we felt, that was exactly what we were craving for. After that, we went to the Abdul Kalam Memorial, a place that truly gives you inspiration with its simplicity. And just when we thought the day was done, we ended up doing some unexpected sari shopping right opposite to the Abdul Kalam Memorial. And after the shopping was done, we went back to our room, freshened up, and headed for our temple darshan in the night. It was less crowded, calm, and so peaceful. Later we had dinner, took a short walk near Agni Tirtham, and that's how our day 3 beautifully came to an end. The next morning, our last day, we woke up early again and took the holy dip at Agni Tirtham and completed the 22 holy wells once more, as one of our friends had missed it the previous day. So after freshening up, we visited the Rameswaram temple again, and from there explored a few more places like the Panchamukhi Hanuman temple, Lakshman Tirtham, and Ramarpadam. And by around 12 in the afternoon, we started our journey to Madurai and reached by evening, and our final stop was the Madurai Meenakshi temple. And honestly, I fell in love with its architecture, its aura, its energy. Everything about this temple was so good. Phones weren't allowed inside, but some experience don't really need pictures, you just carry them in your heart. And after the darshan, we had our dinner, tried some delicious Madurai special food, and finally headed to our bus stop to return to Hyderabad. And that's how we wrapped our entire 4 days 3 nights trip. And that's all for the video, guys. I hope you found it informative and enjoyed watching it. This trip gave us memories for a lifetime, and I can't wait to share more journeys with you all. So stay tuned for the next one.